Hey guys, Robert here, and I got once again with me Bianca
Hello.
as we go over another anime series, another one of my all-time favorites, Armitage III. Now, before I pointed out to you during our last video, did you know anything about Armitage?
What was that?
I said before I pointed you in the direction of this anime, did you know anything about it?
No, just the name.
Just the name. And now that you watched it,
I'm so sorry. Can you say that again?
now that you've watched it, that's all I said was now that you've watched it, what'd you think?
now, oh, it was cool.
Yep,
It was very short.
very short, yeah, but very complex plot. Wouldn't you agree?
I didn't think so.
Okay, maybe not complex. Okay, maybe not complex, but very relevant, I should more say.
I do agree with that.
A very relevant plot, right? Basically, it's the idea of Blade Runner, but instead of them being, the replicants being having short lives and everything, it's basically what if they're so ridiculously human? These women, female robots, can give birth. And why is that? Oh, because Mars wanted natural citizens so they can be able to acquire independence because they've been relying so much on immigrants. But eventually, once Earth started being ruled by a very feminist, pro-feminist, president and everything, they decided, oh crap, if they find out about this, we're screwed. So they started killing them all off.
Oh.
They pretty much spelled that out, remember?
Yeah.
But I always make a joke of, so is that Hillary that won? Kind of looked like her.
Like there's these things that anime does when when there's like a celebrity, they draw them very lifelike, and I'm like, why does this look like a real person? But I didn't guess that.
Okay, I don't really think it was Hillary. I'm making a joke. Probably it was Nancy Reagan or someone.
Probably, I don't know.
But yeah, but the idea, basically, it starts off with this big mystery and everything about why these people being killed. And we're like, the first woman that gets killed is a big country singer, the last country singer in existence. And she just gets gunned down, and then it's later found out she's an android, which makes everyone freak out, even her manager. And then it's later revealed she was pregnant. They're like, that's not possible. No android is that ridiculously human. So, and we're also, and that's how we follow through the characters of Ross Sylibus and Naomi Armitage. And I love Naomi.
Naomi's great.
I just love the moment, like, the moment it's like, tell me, is that standard issued uniform? Of course not. And she's like flirting with Ross and then knocks it right off, like, hey, what the hell was that for? I was just trying to be nice. Hey, what's this joke going on? This chick isn't real. It's a damn robot. And then you later find out, and then the fact that Naomi goes immediately from flirty and a bit annoyed to all the time, just like, let's get out of here. And this is within the first opening minutes.
Yeah, it went by very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast paced.
Yeah, but you gotta be honest, the mystery was kind of intriguing, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we find out this other person is hunting them all down and all that, and then basically this other android, Renee,
Yes.
Don Claude.
Yeah.
No,
I remember the Don Claude. I didn't remember the Renee.
Wait. Oh yeah. Exactly, and basically, but yeah, those poor other women, each one of them getting gunned down, and you're just like, why? And then eventually people are starting to find out, like, wait, no way could she have been a robot. There was, like, the way we heard her say, I mean, I think having it be the first one with a country singer, which normally you're like, no way a robot could replicate country music. I think that's what spoke volumes about how ridiculously human they were.
Yeah, and I was I'm like, it's a robot. Why wouldn't it replicate it so well?
True,
But I guess we were mostly looking for the the emotion.
yeah, the emotion of it, which you would know, especially when you look at how most of the second generation androids where they looked human, but they clearly didn't act human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And much like Saber Marionette J, they were used for other purposes.
Yeah.
Like I said, the political angle I didn't see coming until near the when it was revealed. I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Just like they wanted these surge because of the low birth rate on Mars. They want, again, how else would you do it but make your own women?
Honestly. And they got careers and everything.
Yeah, librarian, a cop, and all that, and by the course,
writer.
Writer, and then eventually, by the course, they all had to be gunned down to cover up everything. Because if they found out, I'm pretty sure Earth wouldn't be happy about it since they are so pro-militantly feminists. But yeah, throughout all of this, Ross and Naomi get close together, and everything. We find out she's a robot, and I gotta say, Elizabeth Berkley did nail it when she said, "If humans didn't want me, then why did they create me?"
Yes, I get that all the time.
Yeah, that moment was very strong, wasn't it? It's like, if humans didn't want me, then why did they bother creating me?
Excuse me.
Yeah, you feel real bad for her.
Yeah, it's the hypocrisy.
Yeah, and then we also find
greed.
Oh yeah, and then we find out about Ross about he has a bit of a bias against robots at first.
Yeah, from the tragedy.
Oh, of course, a tragedy. But he does eventually get over it, especially once again he gets close with Naomi. And then by the end, they find her creator, which gives her an upgrade. They deal with a bunch of the robots. Fortunately, her creator's killed off. And eventually, the rest of the Mars think they're dead. So they go into hiding and live their own lives. And she's pregnant with her own child.
I'm so angry that she wasn't able to use her wings in the movie.
Yeah. But they got, and it was meant for that one purpose, and they got, taken down then.
Boo.
But yeah, which then of course leads into Dual Matrix, in which a vice president of a robotics company wants to restart up the Surds, but make them a slave race.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember what I told you before about Mouse? That was Jar Jar.
How did I not get that?
That was the voice of Jar Jar Binks. And just by hearing the fact that he went like, "You bastard, son of a bitch, you bastard, I'll get my revenge, I swear it."
His voice acting was so bad.
It was?
It was so bad. I'm like, yo.
I think they tapped him just because of Star Wars.
It was the perfect voice, though.
Oh, yeah, it was.
He just needed a better direction.
I agree. Now, what did you think about Juliette Lewis as Naomi in Dual Matrix?
What was that?
What did you think about Juliette Lewis as Naomi in Dual Matrix?
Oh, I thought she was great.
So what would you say was your favorite, or do you think they all did just as equally well? You had, I don't remember the original OVA actress, then you had Elizabeth Berkley, and then you had Juliette Lewis.
They both did well in their own way.
There's three of them. There's three.
Oh, I didn't see the Dual Matrix. I thought it was just.
Oh, you didn't see Dual Matrix?
No, I did see Dual Matrix. I didn't see Polymatrix.
Oh, wait. So you didn't see the movie, or you didn't see the OVA?
I saw the OVA and the movie.
Then that is Polymatrix. Okay. Okay, there's the OVA, there's Polymatrix, and then there's Dual Matrix.
Yeah, I know.
You had 3 different voices for Naomi.
Yeah, I didn't watch the redub. I didn't know it was a redub.
Oh, well, no, the movie is the redub.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie because I didn't know it was a redub.
You just said you saw the movie.
Yeah, the Dual Matrix one, not the Polymatrix.
Okay. Well, Dual Matrix was never an OVA. That one was a straight-up movie.
Yeah.
All right. So you've only saw 2, so you did not see the movie. All right.
Yeah, because I since it looked exactly the same, I didn't know it was gonna be different voices.
Yeah, it was the different voices for Naomi and Ross.
Dang! Now I should have watched it.
Well, hey, I didn't get a chance to watch the OVA, so.
Yeah.
But oh, I gotta say, when it comes to going back to the wings for a moment, I did like Armitage saying a little too angelic for my taste. But again,
Especially
yep, yeah. But like I say though, but yeah, they do have. But Ross and Naomi both have their own little daughter, Yoko.
Oh, love Yoko.
Yep. Oh, and also we forgot the only male third android, Julian, introduced and killed off in the first one, but his spirit still resides in the system in Dual Matrix, and he helps out in the end. A
Yeah,
little too convenient, if you ask me.
I was hoping he wouldn't die.
Yeah, but hey, at least he's still stuck around.
Yeah, he was smart to like download his database or whatever.
Right. But but yeah, but that's right. I mean, I do feel Dual Matrix. It wasn't necessary, but it was a nice little, continuation.
Yeah, and it had an ending too.
It had an ending too, but it kind of feels like it was only done to try and expand a little bit more on, like what if someone decided to remake the Surge?
I don't see any reason to.
Well, yeah, exactly. What would be the point when you had all the seconds?
Especially since the guy said he wants to make fourths.
Yeah, exactly. No. That was the creator in Polymatrix. And that was the trees, remember?
Yeah, those trees look cool.
Oh, they did. Unfortunately, they all got burned up. No, I'm talking about the bad guy in Dual Matrix. He wanted to make an army of Surds.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And he
wanted them all to reproduce as well.
Yep, and he had 2 clones of Naomi.
Man, they were so strong.
They were. They basically were her without her limits.
That sucks.
But then Julian took control of the remaining one and killed the guy with it.
Yeah.
But it did feel a little off. Like, why did Naomi get to be the one to kill him?
Well, isn't that what she used her last bit of data for?
True, but he said it was Julian who's the one who controlled that last one.
I thought for some reason after he gave it like Naomi memories that it'll just give her like the motivation to just kill him off. I wasn't sure.
Did to a degree, but like I said, it was Julian who it was made very clear Julian controlled that other clone and killed him.
Dang, I must have missed that.
I'm on TV shows right now for Armitage, and they do bring up straw feminist Earth's government. The bad government is only implied, but a key plot element is that feminists have become political powerhouses equivalent to Greens. It's implied by the president of an Earth Observer that Earth's women have gained status equivalent to South African whites under Afraid, and few are willing to give that up just because Mars needs women. Space has been colonized, and Mars has been partially terraformed, but has thus been unable to draw enough women to the planet to breed new Martians. Androids first created as a source of labor were upgraded to ridiculously human robots known as seconds as an immigration draw. Come to Mars and leave the shrews behind for a sweet, willing conception sex bot. The long-term solution was to build fertile women, the titular Surge. Robots so human they could be impregnated and actually raise the children they gave birth to. When the strong feminists find out about the plan, the threat to their power base pisses them off to no end, resulting in an ultimatum. Scrap the baby makers or mommy will come to it personally, along with as much of the landscape as possible.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Got it.
Yeah, I'm just like, again, why did I get so fear that we could reach that point at one day?
Oh, I'm dreading it right now.
Yeah. But again, overall, though, I mean, we're not going to do as long about this one as we did Saber and NHA. It's just 4 OVAs, which are then into one movie and then another movie follow-up. But overall, though, I mean, this was a good thing. Do you see why I love the Armitage character so much?
Yeah. Oh
Some
my gosh,
some
sorry.
good ideas. Now, here's one anime people like to compare it to: Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, I can see that. I still have to see Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, and what did you think? And how would you compare the two of them?
I didn't see Ghost in the Shell, so
Yeah, I mean,
I just know the premise of she was a Japanese woman, died,
right,
put into a robot body, but I believe she has emotions still.
right. But well, to be fair, though, believe it or not, Polymatrix was released mere months before Ghost in the Shell came out.
Wow.
The anime, I mean,
Excellent.
the anime, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
the anime, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but but yeah, though, I mean, it just, I feel like there was a good mystery, and I do feel like I cannot see this as an ongoing anime. Can you?
Uh no, not really.
That was the world they set up. The characters,
Yeah.
if they were in any other world, they could. But the fact that it's made very clear there's no fighting Earth, none.
Mm-hmm.
So that they have to keep themselves on the down low, and I think that's why Dual Matrix was meant to deal with the one lingering plot there, which is what if someone tried to restart up the thirds. Other than that, though, there really wasn't that much else to tell.
Yeah, I agree. It was just a short, concise story. What's it called? It said what it wanted to say, like you said.
Yep, good characters, really good characters.
Mm-hmm.
The chilling villains, I will say that. Renee, especially when he was finally, killing for coming after Naomi, was really chilling, wasn't he?
Yeah.
In that mech, he was psychotic.
I'm like, oh my gosh, why won't this guy die?
Well, yeah, why won't he die? And then we found out, it turned out there was another version of him that the creator had made that kept him as an assistant.
I was like, if he's a robot, I'm calling it.
He was. Well, he was.
And then that's when I'm like, yeah, I got it. And I'm like, wait, he's was made to kill robots, but he is one.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? Kill yourself.
I know. Also, one other thing I do love is back in Dual Matrix when Naomi's in the elevator looking at Demetrio, just basically like, if you so much as harm my daughter, I'll kill you.
Yeah. Favorite line.
Yep. And then shoots the camera.
Yes.
Yep. But it was also like the idea that Yoko is a genius, probably gets it from her mother, Naomi being a computer and all.
Yeah, I was like, is it because her mom's a freaking robot? Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool.
I think that's a side effect of it.
Will she become
I don't think anything else passed on besides her genius level of intellect. I don't think anything else passed on.
She doesn't have like robot intestines.
We don't know. I don't think so, because I think that would have meant they would have had to keep her away from other doctors.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, all I was saying was Ross, again, very interesting character, but he kind of became the third wheel as it went on.
Yeah. I forgot about him at most times.
Except for the climax of the first the Polymatrix.
Yeah.
When he joined in and got his own upgrades and they all fought that military.
Yeah, that was great.
It was. But would you recommend this for others? Or do you think it's an acquired taste?
I would recommend it to others. Of course, they have to be at that legal age.
Right, no way in hell is this for kids. No,
yeah. I didn't expect the scene. I'm like, what am I gonna be watching? And then they're like, okay, Aftermath, yeah.
Yep. But the amount of violence in this.
Oh yeah,
they did not pull any punches. Like when the writer got shot, her head's just blown away.
Yeah,
But it's
it's
great.
like,
It's an OVA.
oh,
It's an OVA and a movie. So that in Japan, no holds barred when it comes to those.
yeah, oh, definitely. They always show how great they can do with the OVAs. But sometimes you would have to like get the DVD. Like they don't even put
Yep.
it on us. What's it called? Streaming sites. It's
Yep.
very rare, and it just
Yeah.
sucks.
So, what would you, if there was anything you had a problem with, what would it be?
Um, Probably the usual OVA stuff. Like it was only 4 episodes, but
Right.
because it was an OVA, they were pretty long episodes, which made me when and then because after I finished the series, I'm like, okay, should I watch Matrix or Dual Matrix? So I just picked Poly, and I'm like, what? This is the same thing. I could have just watched the movie and be done with it, and then I
But
just
there's
went
stuff,
to the
but there's
went
stuff that was edited out in the movie, though.
I thought so. I'm like, whether which one is first or not, I don't know. But I watched the series anyway. They probably added more scenes to it.
No, 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 no. In Japan, it was just the OVA. The movie is when it came to the States.
Why? Why they?
Because
Well,
again, it was trying to play up with the anime boom that was hitting theaters with these R-rated animes like Akira.
that's so funny because like I don't hear people talk about Armitage as much as
Sadly,
Akira.
sadly, it didn't do well. I mean, let me look up right now to
Then
see
maybe
how.
this is an acquired taste. It's not as crazy as Akira, apparently.
Let me see. Well, it's in the list for the 500 essential anime movies. Well, it says it isn't up to big screen standards, but it does hold well on home screens.
Hmm.
And while saying that the basic plot is simply a retelling of Pinocchio, the toy that wants to be real, or in science terms, a robot yearning for love and acceptance as a person, not a product. I think that's doing a bit of a disservice, just limiting it to that.
I was gonna say Pinocchio.
Yeah, I kind of get what they're going for, but
Isn't there? I don't know, even something like oh, what's it called? Even Ghost in the Shell would be a better comparison,
yeah,
somewhat. But Pinocchio,
I don't
I want to be
know.
a real boy.
I know. And I kind of get it to a degree, just not that much. But
Yeah.
now, also apparently there was a manga first. No, wait. What came? Oh no, the manga and anime both came out at the same time.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, both of them came out exactly the same time, and then the OVA came out first, and then 2 years later it became the Polymatrix movie, and then 5 years later we got Dual Matrix.
Okay. No, that's 5 years. That's not bad.
Yeah, it was in 2002, and the guy who directed that one also had done other animes like Bubblegum Crisis, Bastard,
Oh,
Owl
the Bastard
Hazard.
is that series, right? That looks very, very cartoony.
No,
A different Bastard?
I
Oh
think
no, wait,
so.
that's Shin-chan, which there's a character in there like with called Bastard, I think, or something
No,
like
no, the
that.
anime called Bastard.
Yeah. Oh, I think I've definitely heard of it. I totally forgot what it was though.
Right. And then but he's done other anime as well. But these are one of the only two films he's done. Katsuhito Akiyama.
Hmm.
But it looks like Armitage was one of those that was created more by a committee because it looks like the creator was hardly involved.
Wow. Same thing with Elita, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, even Elita would be a better comparison too.
Oh, that's very true. Now here's the one thing I ask: the Major, Armitage, and Elita.
Alita.
Elita, but I could still see Elita and Armitage hanging out.
Yeah, definitely.
I could
Especially
the
since
Major,
they
not so much.
especially like Armitage is like so free spirited and so is Alita. So I like they would get along super great. And
Now,
Yoko too.
oh yeah. Now, would Alita have any interest in Ross, or would she just be like, "That's a nice guy you got there"?
It's kind of weird because I'm going off from the movie.
Yeah, I've only seen the movie.
She's very she's like what 3,000 years old or something like that.
But she doesn't know that.
Yeah, but she acts very like childlike and everything.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
So did the creator. He said he liked it better than the OVAs.
Really?
Yeah, because he didn't have any part in the OVAs and he hated it.
Oh, what did they change that he hated?
They did not go into specifics, unfortunately. So I can't do that. I would have to like read the manga and actually look at the material. But he just didn't like the decisions, and he was like, "Listen, Alita, way better. You know, they had the fun, they had the heart, and all that stuff." And I was like, "Oh, really?" Because everybody was saying that the OVA was better, and the creator's like, "Nope." They didn't ask for my input because I was busy with other stuff, and terrible. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
wow. Yeah, right here. You said right here, approval guy. Despite being known as a rather strict towards the adaptation of his work, he previously disowned the OVAs, embraced the film enthusiastically, reportedly watching it several times. He even drew an illustration based off of it. He also took part in the movie's promotion in China. Its best performing marketing. Hold on, let me see. I'm sending you on Twitter right now. Hold on.
Woo, yay!
Hold on. Yeah, wow, it looks good.
Whoa, that's great. Oh my gosh. I want the poster. I want it so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet this is going to cost a fortune.
Oh, I bet it would.
My wallet's crying.
But yeah, again, no. But when it comes, but with this, again, back to Armitage. Yes, but Armitage, though, I mean, again, I just feel like she's definitely, except when she had her wings, she wouldn't be in Alita's power range.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one downside with these Serfs. They're not really meant for extreme combat.
Yeah.
Would you agree with? Yeah, you'd agree with that.
I would agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yep. Well, according to this, the manga is very hard to get a hold of. Apparently, Viz Media translated it, but then they published it short in the final chapter. Never mind. I'm still on Alita. Whoops. Whoopsie. But again, just overall, though, if you were to rank this entire franchise, what would you give it?
I would give it an 8 out of 10.
All right, then.
It's really good.
Agreed. But again, don't take your kids to see it. It's not one of those. This is for adults only.
I gotta say, the art,
mm-hmm.
I was like, the art looks very similar to how some hentai style art are. There is some that use like very realistic, more realistic looking characters, and that's how the characters look in here too.
Now, I just saw something. You know what? Instead of doing an anime watch, I think you and I should talk about next time. There are two live action adaptations of two different animes that I think would be fun for us to talk about. One is actually Alita. The other one moment. The other one should be the Wachowski brothers movie. Have you seen it?
Known.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, you love it.
My dad loves Speed Racer.
It is so good. It did not deserve the hate it got.
It got hate?
Oh, it bombed.
Ooh.
Because people were expecting the Wachowski, they thought it was going to be dark and gritty. But it was true blue and one of the best anime adaptations ever.
Wait, don't the Wachowski, don't they do Matrix?
Yep, they did this actually
Oh.
after the Matrix. And again, people were expecting something very different. And unfortunately, it's not what they saw. And people just like, oh, it's too goofy, it's too cartoony. It's like, it's matching the show, and it's a perfect adaptation.
What year did the movie come out?
Hold on. Let me double check, Quinette. Hold on. It came out 2008.
Wow. Was there another movie before that?
What, that the Wachowski did, or just in general?
In general.
Or there was plenty of movies in 2008. As far as Incredible Hulk came out.
No, was there another Speed Racer movie before this?
No. There was a anime movie which was just a compilation of some of the old anime episodes.
So I think my dad saw the 2008 one because I remember my dad talking about it before.
Yeah, it's the only live action adaptation.
Okay, yeah. Which one do you want me to start first?
Well, since you've seen Elita, just watch Speed Racer first, then rewatch Elita, and after you're done, we're going to talk about it.
Cool. The movie, right? Alita? Not
the Elita
okay.
movie. The Elita movie.
Okay, so Speed Racer movie and Elita movie. Cool. I got the DVD Elita. Yay!
Yep, and I believe you could stream. Let me see if you could stream Speed Racer. Hold on. You could stream it on.
Type so fast.
Oh, you'd have to pay for. Wait, it's on HBO Max. Is it? Damn it! Not in the States.
Not in the States.
It's one of those cases where it's on HBO Max somewhere else. Unfortunately, you'd have to pay about $4 to rent it on YouTube.
No, that's not bad. $4 is $4.
You're right. Yeah, I am currently. I barely have enough money in my bank account until Friday.
For me, it's Wednesday. I got Chime, so I get paid 2 days earlier.
By the way, on Rotten Tomatoes for Speed Racer, it's 41% from critics, but 60% from audiences.
Ooh.
Overloaded with headache-inducing special effects, Speed Racer finds the Wachowskis focus on visual thrills at the expense of a coherent story. I won't argue that one. The story can be a little crazy, but then again, so is the original anime.
Would you say this is a faithful adaptation?
Oh, I would definitely say it's a faithful adaptation. Oh, ha, hoo. Don't do that stuff. They don't do that stuff. They don't do the ha, hoo, hoo. No, but they do other stuff. And again, the effects are incredible. In fact, you know what? Give me a moment. Now, there's not going to be any audio, but I can show you at least some of it from the videos. Hold on a sec. Again, no audio, unfortunately. Oh, what? Okay, there we go. Just a moment. See what I mean? Look at this! Doesn't it look incredible?
It looks great.
And people were complaining about this.
Wow.
Okay, you should hear the music too. The music's incredible, but I can't share the music.
Of course.
But yeah, see what I mean?
It's so colorful.
Exactly! So now you really want to watch it, right?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay, so next time we'll be meeting, it'll be to talk about Elita and Speed Racer. See you guys on the next one.
See you.